So now that we've learned how to draw some basic geometry, we can do some transformations. So let me start with a rectangle. Simple, you can move, clicking it and hitting enter. You can also type M, enter for move. Move it that way. Or you can also click on it, and with certain geometry, you can just move it like that, like dragging it. You can make copies. Select it, hit enter, and then you can make multiples that way. You can scale something. So click and hit enter, and then starting with a base point, you can scale it up freehand, or you can scale it by a factor. So if I wanted to make it twice as big, or 200%, I would hit 2 enter. I wanted to make it a quarter of the size, or 25%, I'd start to scale it and hit 0.25 enter. Simple rotation, so clicking on something here, and then you can rotate it. You can specify the angle or do it freehand. So here's a 55-degree angle rotation. You can mirror something. You can mirror image like that. You can choose what mirrors. And then you can either erase or keep the original object. Let's do another one here. We can do something called fillet. Choosing side. And then choosing the radius. So let's set the radius at 5. You can see that it will fillet its neighbor. That angle, or that corner. Let's try a radius of 30. Let's see how much bigger fillet. We can array. Let's draw a line and choose array. So the first thing it'll ask me is to select it, and then, we need a path and an object. So let's have the circle be an object on the path. So we can array by first selecting the object, we enter, and then the path. And you'll see that it'll array along the path. Different ways that we can have it relate to the path. And we can choose number of items. So this is the space in between them. The spacing will determine the number of items. That's 1 inch. Here is 1 foot. And it's hit escape. 5 feet. And that will determine the number of items. This can happen along a curved path as well. So if I make a polyline arc, and then we have a circle right here, we can array that way, choosing this, and then the path, hitting enter, and then we ultimately can get rid of the path if we don't need it, and that's arrayed them that way. Lastly, we can do it on a grid. And you can see here that you can do the count or the spacing. So here's 6, and it just extends them. We can change it to 12. We just get more of them. We can also choose the number of columns or rows. And then we can also choose their spacing. So let's say 2 feet here. And then we can accept or escape out. And there's our array. Another one we can do here is called offset. So let's take a simple line. And first we'll choose the distance, say 2 feet. Select the item, and then you can make it go 2 feet in either direction. You can continue to click it and do that as many as you want to. If we have a more like a polyline, and we do offset to 3 feet, It will basically offset it to the outside or the inside and draw the geometry around it, or inside of it. And then the last one is trim. So if I have two lines in a crossing, I can basically choose one line to trim the other. And that's through this command or TR enter. So I can select the object that is the trimming object and hit enter. And then you can see that I can choose one side or the other and it will trim it off. I can also do it where lines touch. So this could be the trimming object and I can trim this off. If I have something much more complex, a little bit more of a strategy to trimming, you could do something like use this to trim the inside. And the inside of that. You could use this to trim that inside. And that inside. And you could use these two and hit enter and use that to trim the inside like that. One other thing, these are all individual lines. They can be grouped by selecting and typing group enter. Another one, grouped. I can also select it and type ungroup enter, and it's back into its individual pieces. And if I want to turn this into the smallest segments possible, I can't ungroup it any further. It's not a group. I can explode it. It's the smallest possible line segments it could be.